Last Tuesday at 11:47 p.m. I watched 127 hit my PayPal from a complete stranger in Portugal who bought a digital product I made in 40 minutes using tools that cost me exactly $0, and I want to be honest with you about something. That moment broke my brain a little bit, because I spent 6 years building a career around skills I thought were valuable, and here was a teenager in Lisbon paying me for something that took less effort than writing a thoughtful email. The thing that kept me up that night wasn't the money, it was the math. Because if one product took 40 minutes and made 127, and I could theoretically make 3 of those a day, that's not a side hustle anymore, that's a different life. So I spent the last month stress testing this idea to its absolute limits, tracking every dollar, every minute, every tool, and what I found was both more promising and more complicated than the gurus want you to believe. Welcome back to Zero Index. Let's get into exactly how this actually works in practice, because the gap between the theory and the reality is where most people quietly give up. So here's my actual breakdown from last week, and I'm going to be specific because vague success stories are worthless to you. Monday through Sunday I made 2,400 and some change, let's call it 2,412 to be exact. That came from 3 distinct income streams, all using free AI tools, no paid software, no team, just me and my laptop in various coffee shops because apparently I can't focus at home anymore. The first stream was digital products, specifically templates and guides sold through Gumroad, that brought in 847. The second was freelance content writing for 2 small businesses I picked up on Upwork, that was 1,100. And the third was ad revenue from a faceless YouTube channel I started 2 months ago that's finally gaining traction, that contributed 465. Now here's the thing nobody talks about, this wasn't week 1. This was week 11. The first month I made 340 total and questioned every life choice that led me here. But the compounding effect of getting better at using these tools, of building a small catalog of products, of having clients come back, that's where the real money lies. Let me walk you through exactly what I use because the tool selection matters more than people realize. For writing, for ideation, for basically being my thought partner on everything, it's ChatGPT. And I know that sounds obvious, but most people are using it wrong. They're asking it to write things for them instead of asking it to think with them. The difference in output quality is night and day. I use it to research what topics people are actually searching for, to outline articles before I write them, to punch up headlines, to generate product descriptions. One creator I've been following made 3,000 in a single month just selling digital products, and when I asked her what her secret was, she said it was spending 10 hours in her first week just learning how to prompt ChatGPT properly. That tracks with my experience. The second tool is Google's image generator, and I want to be specific here because Google has like 14 AI products now. I'm talking about their latest one that produces these sharper, more realistic visuals than anything else I've tested at the free tier. I use this for product mockups, for thumbnail concepts, for social media graphics. And the third tool is Pictory AI for video. This is what powers my faceless YouTube channel. I write scripts, I feed them into Pictory, and it generates polished videos with stock footage and voiceover that would have cost me thousands to produce 5 years ago. Now it takes maybe an hour per video. Here's where it gets interesting for people who want money faster rather than slower. Freelancing with AI assistance is probably the quickest path to real income because you're trading time for money, but you're trading a lot less time than clients realize. I'm currently charging $75 per blog article for 2 e-commerce businesses, and each article takes me about 90 minutes from research to final edit. That's $50 an hour, which isn't life-changing on its own, but here's the math that changed my perspective. I can realistically do 2 of these per day in about 3 hours of focused work. That's $150 a day, $750 a week if I only work 5 days, $3,000 a month from one income stream that I can do from anywhere with Wi-Fi. And the barrier to entry is shockingly low. I started by creating 5 sample blog posts in different niches, home improvement, personal finance, pet care, just to have a portfolio. Then I pitched 10 businesses on Upwork with personalized proposals. 3 responded, 2 became clients. The whole process from zero to first paying client took 11 days. Most people stop at the portfolio stage, which is a mistake, because the portfolio is not the product. You are the product. The portfolio just proves you're not completely incompetent. Now the digital product side is slower to start but has something freelancing doesn't: leverage. When I write a blog post for a client, I get paid once. When I create a template or a guide or a toolkit and list it on Gumroad, I get paid every time someone buys it, which could be never or could be hundreds of times. My best-selling product right now is embarrassingly simple. It's a collection of 50 ChatGPT prompts specifically designed for small business owners who want to write their own marketing emails. I made it in maybe 2 hours, priced it at $12, and it sold 71 copies in the last 6 weeks. That's 852 from 2 hours of work. And here's the thing, it keeps selling without me doing anything because Gumroad handles the delivery and people find it through search. The real unlock here is understanding what problems people will pay to solve and then using AI to create solutions faster than you could alone. I want to be honest with you about something though, most of my products have sold fewer than 10 copies. I have 7 products listed and 5 of them are essentially failures. But the 2 that work make up for all the ones that don't, and that's the game. The Faceless YouTube channel is my favorite experiment because it feels the most like building something that could become substantial. I'm not going to tell you which channel because that would defeat the faceless part, but I'll tell you the niche. It's educational content about a hobby I've been into for years. The videos are made almost entirely with AI. I write the scripts with heavy ChatGPT assistance, I use Pictory to turn them into videos with relevant stock footage and text overlays, I generate thumbnails with Canva's AI features, and I upload 3 times a week. After 2 months and about 25 videos, I have 1,800 subscribers and the channel made $465 last week from AdSense. That's not quit your job money, but the growth curve is what matters. 2 months ago it was making 0. The math on YouTube is brutal at first and then suddenly it isn't. Most creators give up in the brutal phase. So what does all this mean for you specifically? Here's my honest assessment after 11 weeks of doing this seriously. The tools are real. The opportunity is real. The people telling you it's a scam or impossible are wrong. But, and this is critical, the people telling you it's easy or passive or requires no effort are also wrong, and possibly more dangerous because they'll set you up for disappointment. The truth I've landed on is this AI dramatically lowers the skill barrier and speeds up the work, but it doesn't eliminate the work. You still need to pick a direction, probably 2 or 3 tools and learn them deeply for at least a week. You still need to create sample work to prove competence. You still need to put yourself in front of potential clients or customers. And you still need to keep showing up when the results are slow, which they will be at first. The question nobody's asking is, why isn't everyone doing this already? And the answer is that most people want the results without the 11 weeks of learning and failing and adjusting. That gap between wanting and doing is where your opportunity lives. If you found this useful, subscribe because I'm going to keep documenting exactly what's working and what isn't as I push this further. I'll see you in the next one.